Alright, so this is a little bit of a different video. I got quite a lot of books for Christmas, and I also got this bookshelf, as you can see right here, for Christmas. My grandpa made it for me. It's color, you can see the color right here, blue. But yeah, I thought I'd take you guys on a bookshelf tour, I think that's what they call it. And I'll just show you the books that I got for Christmas, and then just, the books that I'd already had. And I'll show you the books that I'm currently reading, and then even some DVDs that I got for Christmas. So yeah, I'll just get into this. So right now I'm currently reading Unwind by Neal Shusterman, basically like a futuristic dystopian book. Let's see, I'm about 130 pages in, I think. It's like where this world where if you want to get, like, abortion has been outlawed, but if you want to get your kid, like, if you have a kid you don't want, you can get them unwound, which is basically like they take them to this harvest camp and they get their organs removed and they just unwind them so they're not technically dead, but really they are. So, pretty disturbing idea, but pretty good actually. Under the Dome by Stephen King, absolutely epic book. If you have not picked this up and read this, I would recommend it. I'm about 610 pages in right now, so I'm more than halfway. It's about 1,074 pages, but if you have not read this, I would definitely recommend it. Forget that crappy TV show they made on it. It does not do the book justice. The book is so much better. I highly recommend it. Epic, epic book. Seriously. And then we got Beautiful Darkness, which is the sequel to Beautiful Creatures by Kami Garcia and Margaret Stohl. I don't know, it's kind of like about, like, witches and everything. It doesn't have, the typical vampire werewolves in it. It has, like, casters, which are basically, like, people who have, like, powers and everything. And it's actually a pretty refreshing YA fantasy, for me anyways. But yeah, it's pretty good. I'd recommend it. So yeah, those are the 3 books I'm reading right now. Cat just came in. Hey, Chester. Let's see. Show you some DVDs I got for Christmas. Grave Encounters, a very underrated horror movie. If you've not seen this, check it out. First time I saw this, it scared the crap out of me. I mean, it scared me. So, I mean, if you're one of those skeptics that says, well, that doesn't scare me, okay, well, whatever. But, like, I really like this movie. I think it's scary. I know the critics weren't in love with it, and some people aren't in love with it, but you know what? I think it's really good. And I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I think this is better than The Conjuring. I mean, I think this is way better than that overrated piece of shit, The Conjuring. Conjuring is overrated, man. That's another video, though. Horns, which is based on the novel by Joe Hill. It's got Daniel Radcliffe in it, who obviously played Harry Potter, but I've seen bits and pieces of this movie, and it looks really good, and I haven't read the book, so I don't know if it's a good portrayal or not, but it seems really good. I'm excited to watch it, so. And then Impractical Jokers, the complete 3rd season, absolutely hilarious show. If you have not seen this, please treat yourself. It is hilarious. Hilarious show. Just, I mean, laugh out loud funny. Please check this out if you have not seen this. It is hilarious. And then there's some DVDs I already had, so I'm going to move on to books. Okay. Let's see if I can get this here. It's kind of, I don't know if you can, probably can't see very well, but I'll try to. Alright, so here we got the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. There's Throne of Glass, the first one, Assassin's Blade, which is kind of like a book of novellas, Crown of Midnight, the second one, Heir of Fire, and Queen of Shadows, which just came out, I think, a few months ago. I got these for the Assassin's Blade, Crown of Midnight, Heir of Fire, and Queen of Shadows for Christmas. But I've only read the first one. It was good. I wasn't blown away by it like a lot of people on YouTube were, but I mean, pretty good. I'm going to continue with the series. I hear it gets better, so, the covers are pretty cool, too. I like the spines. Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas, which is a new series that she's writing. Haven't read it, but it's supposed to be about fairies and werewolves, so pretty interesting stuff. The Legend trilogy, futuristic dystopian. Heard a lot of good things about it. Haven't read it, though, so, but I'm excited to read this. I also got this entire trilogy for Christmas, so. We got the Clockwork trilogy by Cassandra Clare, Clockwork Angel, Clockwork Prince, and Clockwork Princess. Read these 2. Fantastic. I think it's better than the Mortal Instruments series, but very good. Haven't read this one yet. have yet to read it, but I will be reading it soon. And then we got the Mortal Instruments series, which I got City of Bones, City of Ashes, City of Glass, City of Fallen Angels, City of Lost Souls. Don't have the last one right now, but I plan to get it. And obviously I'm a fan of the series. Haven't read that one yet. Only read the first 3 books. But yeah, got that one for Christmas and that one. So, excited to read it. The Bane Chronicles, which is a book of short stories based on the character Magnus Bane from the book. I Am Number 4 by Pittacus Lore. Wasn't blown away by that book. I don't know, kind of disappointing, honestly. It wasn't bad. I mean, it was okay, but, like, I don't know. Wasn't blown away by it. It's about an alien, you know, so, I don't know. The Lightning Thief. I haven't read this series, but I've heard a lot of good things about it, so I want to read the series, and I will be getting the other books at some point. Magnus Chase, The Sword of Summer. This is a new series by Rick Riordan, and it's gotten really good reviews, so I plan to read it, and it seems really good, you know. And then The Beautiful Creatures, which is obviously the first book in this series. I have Beautiful Darkness up there, which is the sequel. Really good, really refreshing, I think, so, you know, check that one out. Got the Maze Runner trilogy up here. Started off pretty decent. And it got better, but then, like, by the second half of the book, I thought it started to go downhill, and honestly, the main character started to get on my nerves, so I quit reading it. I got like 50 pages into this one, and I just stopped. I just couldn't do it. I just pissed off the main character. I mean, a lot of the characters got on my nerves, to be honest. Divergent trilogy. Love this trilogy. Quite frankly, I think this trilogy is better than The Hunger Games or The Maze Runner. That's just my opinion, you know. Don't bash me for it, just my opinion. First one was absolutely fantastic, I think. Second one wasn't as good, but still pretty good. I haven't read the last one yet, but I hear it's pretty depressing, so, yeah. But yeah, I definitely plan to read that one pretty soon. Unholy, which is the sequel to Unwind. The Hunger Games trilogy, which, after reading Mockingjay, honestly, in my opinion, I think it's kind of overrated. I'll do a separate video where I review this book, Mockingjay, but I don't know, maybe I have to reread the trilogy, but I don't know, I thought the whole trilogy kind of went downhill. I mean, the first book was great, the second book was good, this one was okay, it was kind of disappointing to be honest, but yeah. Moving to the next shelf, okay, damn, okay. Sorry if the lighting isn't very good, I do apologize for that, but so we got the Flowers in the Attic series, which is, it's pretty good, but it is pretty dark, and it does have controversial matter in it. So if you are easily offended or disturbed, then I would not recommend this series, but it's definitely different, you know. We got some Ellen Hopkins books here, you know, pretty good author. I mean, she writes about, you know, like, I don't know if you call it contemporary or something or what, but she writes about, like, teenagers and, like, problems with, like, excuse me, like, sex, drugs, you know, stuff like that. Pretty hardcore books. I mean, Ellen Hopkins does not hold back. She's pretty gritty, so, again, if you're kind of sensitive, well, yeah, kind of a sensitive reader, then I wouldn't recommend it, but, I mean, if you're looking for something kind of different and more realistic, then I would recommend those books. We got the Dancing Jacks trilogy. I've only got the first 2 books, but I ordered the third one, so it should be here soon. Not a lot of people know about these books, but the first one was absolutely amazing, I thought. Haven't read the second one, but I do plan to read that next after I finish one of the books that I'm currently reading. Actually, Lexi T, who, if you don't know her, you should check her out. She does, like, you know, book reviews and, you know, her book collections and stuff. But she actually, I actually found out about this trilogy by her, and she said this was amazing, and I read it, and I completely agree with her. So, Lexi T, if you see this video, thank you for introducing me to this trilogy. I agree with you, it is amazing. I mean, it deserves to be more well-known, honestly. We got Harry Potter. Surprise, surprise, Harry Potter is like, it's the best thing. If you haven't heard of Harry Potter, then you must be living under a rock, so... we got The Prisoner of Azkaban, Goblet of Fire, Order of the Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince, Deathly Hallows. I don't have the first 2, I lent them out to someone, so Haven't got those back yet. Tales of Beetle the Bard, which is a book of short, kind of like wizard fairy tales, just like in the wizarding world. Kind of cool. I've read it. It's actually pretty good. If you haven't checked it out, I would definitely recommend checking these out. And then we got Harry Potter and the Philosopher, which is kind of like just information on like the houses and the Harry Potter world in general. Pretty cool. Check it out. We've got more YA fiction. So Matched, I've heard about this trilogy. I want to check it out. It's gotten mixed reviews, but I thought I'd check it out anyway. It sounds kind of cool. Yeah, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Again, it's a trilogy. Heard a lot of good things about it, so I want to check it out. The Eye of Mines by James Dashner. Wasn't impressed with the Maze Runner trilogy, just like I told you guys right just now, so hopefully this one is better. And it sounds really interesting, so I'm kind of excited to try to read it. Sorry. 172 Hours on the Moon, which I hear is kind of a scary book, kind of. And it sounds really interesting, so I'm excited to read that one. That's a standalone novel. Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. I forgot to name off a lot of the authors. I'm sorry. That's Ali Condé, Ransom Riggs, or James Dashner. I already said that one. John Harstad and Bardugo, Leigh Bardugo. But yeah, Shadow and Bone trilogy again. Just sound interesting. I want to check it out. Six of Crows, also by Leigh Bardugo. Again, same story. And the cover looks awesome. So, yeah. Shadowmane, another trilogy I want to check out. Cinder, which is a 4-book series. I know it kind of looks girly, but it's like a retelling of like fairy tales. Like Cinder is like a cyborg and she's a mechanic, and it takes place in New Beijing. It sounds interesting, so I want to check it out. Gone, which is the first book in a series. Stephen King actually said he likes these books, so if Stephen King said he likes these books, then I mean I'm gonna check them out, obviously. And then we got Ender's Game by Scott Westerfield, which I'm not sure when I'm gonna read that. Okay, I tell you what, guys, this video is going on 12 minutes, so hopefully I can upload it to YouTube. I'm just gonna split this thing into 2 parts, so sorry about that, but I don't want it to get too long to where I can't put it on YouTube. So I will cut this, and then I'll come back with part 2 of the bookshelf tour in a moment. So peace.